we're going to go hiking in a place I haven't been in more than 35 years, which just pretty much shows how old I am. And apparently it has a name. Massachusetts Audubon Society presents Lincoln Woods Wildlife Sanctuary. I think it's open to the public. It's a tiny piece of wooded land that's deadlocked between the city. There's city roads that way, and of course, from Union Street where we came from. So I haven't been here in so long. Father used to take my sister and I as kids. Thought I'd visit it again. It's definitely been opened up a little bit. Oh, we got a sign here, so it is definitely open to the public. There we go. Do not bring pets, negatively interact with them. And be quiet as we can be. Alright. Yeah, this has been opened up a little bit. This used to be completely covered except a little trail. That's all there was to it. And I remember coming around this corner, a little after the corner, that, okay, this is a parking lot now, apparently. That's what it looks like. Not a very big one. Yeah, around this corner, when I was a kid, someone, I'm sure one of these houses that are along this piece of property, they built a clubhouse in the woods. Obviously, it's been so long ago, it's no longer here. Whether it was taken down or it completely rotted away, not sure. So I'm not sure what we got here. Alright, here's a map of the whole thing. As you can see, we came in, we're here right now in parking. Right there. And we came in here on Union Street, which it says right there. And as you can see, as a whole, it's completely surrounded by the city. So my hope is that we will cover the whole thing. There's one little piece right here that just joins this big loop together. We don't really care much about that. Looks like we got vernal pools. The Vernal Pool Trail, which is part of the Elizabeth Lincoln. There it is. It's hard to see on the viewfinder. Elizabeth Lincoln Loop. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you the pictures that are on here. And then I'll go to every little piece of the sign and ask you to pause if you want to read. Okay, this will be hard to get. Alright, pause if you want to read it. 3, 2, 1. Admission is free unless you don't live in Leominster. But then again, if you don't, how can you prove that? Alright, pause if you want to read it. 3, 2, 1. And finally, pause if you want to read it. 3, 2, 1. There. That helps to keep the video shorter. So we're going to go hiking in the woods, where I've never been. in years. Alright. Supposed to be a really big loop. Of course, I choose pretty much around the winter or very early spring to do these hiking videos on my own, because that's when you don't have to worry about bears or a lot of wildlife that could be harmful to our health or our personal well-being. We are never far from the city. And here's a sign that says the Elizabeth Lincoln Trail, and it tells us which directions. We will continue it in just a moment. We're just going to go up this way a little bit. There's not much here. In fact, we're going to even stop. There appears to be a trail, but it's not part of the actual system. Might do that separately, depending on how long this takes. I don't think this is going to be a long one. Very nice trail system so far. Never really gotten deep into it. So I've never really been, like I said, deep into this system. Do a halfway decent job. I mean, there's an occasional rock or branch that I hit, but still quite exceptional. You can see some of the trail was compromised by nature. Then we got this platform bridge here that doesn't look all that old. Look at that, it's very well maintained. Yeah, it rocks a little bit. Yeah, that's not a bad little bridge. It's very hard to get it to be 100% flush on a natural feature like this. They did a good job. I wonder if any cross-country or runners in general actually have done this loop. Nice thing about here is you don't get lost. You just pick a direction, keep going, and you'll be in the city. here's a city, but we have a fence. In fact, we're coming up behind the Pop Warner football field. In fact, we go up to the fence so that we focus on what we want and not the fence. There's the football field, Litchfield Street. I'm just thinking now, going in the reverse direction that I was thinking I was going. But I'm on the right trail. Here's a real good view of the football field. Let's just come up here and take a good look at it. Up this giant embankment. So you got a little baseball/softball diamond. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see with the trees, but the view looked better from down here. Well, you get the idea. So that trail that we saw that I said might come back and take a look at, that I think that might have been the crossover. Oh, I didn't see this one. Whoops, I slipped on some rotten leaves. I didn't see that baseball field there. Oh, and there's a third one over there. And a fourth one way over. It's hard to see, but it's behind the blue roof of that dugout. Alright. It used to be just a football field and maybe a track. Okay, this is kind of interesting. The Elizabeth Lincoln Trail and the Vernal Pool Trail. From this side, it looks like they're pointing the same way. If you're going this way, you're seeing the correct sign. And if you're going this way, you're seeing the correct sign. As at some point we were on the main trail and it was going to switch over to the Vernal Pool Trail. And that's what we're on now. And down we go. It's a little slippery. Then again, with dead leaves and some mud underneath, occasionally ice, tends to not be very stable underfoot. Although, as I've said before, this particular trail system is very well maintained. It's nice and flat. I'm going faster than I normally do. I think still gonna hit some rocks and tree roots, but that's part of the game. I believe we're at Vernal Pool Land. Just go a little further up. Alright, we just... Oh boy. Prickly things. There's one of the pools. Some of them just got me in the leg. That's why I didn't go any further. I was trying to avoid that, and, well, mission failed. Trying to aim down so don't get as much sun in the picture, which is really hard to do. No matter which way we would have done this, we would have had the sun going in our face one way and then on our back the other. Ooh, big dip. And another pool right there. And then we got a fairly good sized one here. Hard to see through the trees, but it's there. A dark brown thing. After YouTube compression, it'll just be a dark brown blob surrounded by trees. And down the big hill we go. Which isn't really as big as it looked from the top. In fact, we get a better look of it here. It's a little more clear. That'll look more like a pool for sure. Oh, we got a little pathway that leads right to it. There's a little footpath right here. It's a very steep one. I don't know if it's intended for us to use, but there's no sign saying no. There we have it. As unrestricted of a view as you're going to get. And if we look up here, you can see once again, we are not very far from city life at all. Alrighty, up the hill. Which again, once we actually approach it, it's nowhere near as big as it looks. I have no idea what that is. That might be oh, that's a yellow dot trail. I think all those cross trails do is go directly back to the city. Should be a sign there telling you which way's the right way to keep going. Like I said before, it's possible to lose your bearings. It's impossible to get lost. Case in point, the trail just seems to disappear. Might be just the barren landscape. I believe we may have veered off course. Yeah, there should have been a sign saying that we should have turned, and there wasn't one. Anyway, again, hard to see. It's not even going to focus on it. But there's a house right there. So let's backtrack. I could see a certain someone that is probably laughing that on camera we took a wrong turn. Might I add, this is the same person that got us lost, and we almost didn't get out till dark. Okay, here's the trail. See, there should have been a sign, because we got a clear trail this way and a trail this way, and nothing telling us that that's a dead end. Alrighty. Is this it? Okay. Yeah, well, now this... Okay, now that I'm looking at it, this is the right trail. But it's very... This side of the trail is very... It's not very visible at all. I'm still trying to figure out where it is. There we go. Yeah, the outbound side, at least the way we went, very well done till the end. This side, not so much. I think it goes down here. I am completely unsure. For all I know, we could be trailblazing. Whoa. I don't see anything telling me right or wrong here. It's following the pools like the sign, the initial map said. Or initials, I'm trying to say. And I do see some yellow dots, so we are on the right trail. I think the blue might be for the Lincoln Trail and the yellow is for the Vernal pools. That's my guess at it. Alright. There's more yellow dots this way, so I mean... And it's blue going the other way. Interesting. Now that we're passing the pools, the marking, the trail's a little more defined, or so I believe. Another yellow dot there. And we got more yellow dots here. I mean, this section is so hard to pick up. They should mark it off a lot more instead of a dot every few trees, so it'll make it easier to follow what is practically invisible. I think it goes this way. Okay, there's a yellow dot there. And a yellow one there. On the way back, you gotta really pay close attention. Unless you go the other way, you gotta pay. If you're heading in the way I'm coming out, you gotta pay attention first, and the other side will be a breeze. It's becoming more distinguishable again, which is a good thing. And now it seems to be pretty good. There we go. Now we're in clear as day territory. Does it go this way? Yeah, it does. And we got a hiker. How much? Huh? No. Oh, apparently I duffed it somewhere. Alright, let's head back and see where things might have went wrong. Okay, we're coming back the way we came in, which is... it might actually be right, I'm not sure. I think we're not all that far away from home base, which is why I haven't stopped the video. Yeah, the other side of the trail definitely needs to be marked quite a bit better. Sure, you cannot really, can't fix the landscape, but you put more dots down so it's easier to follow. And here's that bridge again. And before I get comments, apparently that guy that was at the intersection was geocaching. I completely missed a large stump. A large stump. Or should I say a large root? Okay, I see the farmhouse right there. That's where we started initially. Alright, hey, this was that cross trail that I was thinking of looking at, but oh, we did. So apparently we didn't duff it. It just was a little bit confusing. So we didn't repeat till now. Alright, this should be smooth so I can go faster. Alrighty, here comes the sign. There's a cross trail. Doesn't go anywhere. Just goes into people's backyards. All right. Okay, so apparently there's a crossover sign there and a crossover sign there. We sort of followed this. Then we went back. So we actually did do the circle. Boy, that was a bit confusing. And this little piece I said we'll ignore, we did. So good, we actually did the whole thing, which I didn't think we did. So that's the Lincoln Woods Wildlife Sanctuary hiking video. Couple of screw-ups, but hey, we got through it. Georgia 551 saying, hope you enjoyed, and have a good one.